All
right, thank you, Sue. More now on the fallout from the hearings on AIG and the $165 million in bonus money it handed out, and really, who's to blame here? For more reaction now, Delaware Senator Ted Kaufman joins us live from Washington. Good morning, Senator, and thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning, John. Thanks for having me.
You know, we know there's a lot of frustration. There is anger over this story. The CEO, though, of AIG says he's just honoring contracts that were already in place when he took over the company. So really, when you get to the bottom of this, who's to blame for this mess?
God, I don't know. There's so many people involved. It's hard to figure out who's to blame. But I just want to say one thing this morning. We're going to get this money back. I mean, I think I met with a number of senators yesterday, and we're going to find a way to get this money back. There's a number of different ways to go about doing it. So I think that's really what the important piece of this puzzle right now is, making sure the taxpayers' money doesn't go for these bonuses.
You know, on the other end of this, you come from the business world as well as the political world, and in the business world, the contract is usually a contract, and it is honored. You say you're going to go get this money back. There's this proposal for a 90% tax. I ask you, is that fair?
Yes, it is, absolutely. This is money. Look, let's face where we are today. If, in fact, we had not given the money to AIG, all these people, we'd probably be in bankruptcy, and all these people would be getting zero bonuses. They'd be getting zero pay. They'd be out of work like so many other Americans are. So all we're doing is saying there's no reason to give these things. These people created this problem. It's an incredibly large problem, billions of dollars, and to reward them for this. Remember, we used to talk in the business world about pay for performance. Remember that, John?
Mm-hmm.
Pay for performance. What kind of performance is this? They should not be getting these bonuses. They should be giving them back. And I think that's really what where this is going, and this is where it should go.
You know, we mentioned there's a lot of blame here, and Senator Christopher Dodd came out and said the Obama administration wanted this provision, that this would be okay, this was part of the plan. President has said he'll take his blame over this. I'm curious your thoughts. How can this hurt the president down the road as he tries to get future legislation passed?
I don't think it'll hurt him a bit. Look, John, let's review the bidding here. He came into this president, 7 weeks ago? And he had an incredible financial crisis, the worst I've ever seen in my 36 years of following this in the Senate. Just an incredibly deep hole that we've been dug into. On top of that, remember, he's got a war in Afghanistan, he's got a war in Pakistan, we've got North Korean nuclears, we got Iran building nuclear weapons. I mean, he came into a hell of a mess, frankly. And what he's doing is he's going about in a very thorough way. He's already got the economic recovery bill through. I think they've got a good plan to deal with banking. He's coming with a budget. They've got an appropriations bill through. There's been a lot of accomplishments. It's unfortunately just following this over the last few presidencies, there's a temptation to just move too quickly in early reports. I remember Clinton got horrible reviews when he first started, and even Reagan had some trouble in the beginning. So I don't think there's any long-term effect of this on the president. The president has clearly said we're going to get this straightened out. I can tell you we're going to get this straightened out, and I think that's what most Americans care about, to get this straightened out and make sure that these bonuses aren't paid to people who really were involved in one of the great fiscal mistakes of our history.
Senator, is this also the big wake-up call we're waiting for, that this could be the end of it? We'll stop hearing about these stories of bailout money going for other uses?
The bus just went by and I lost the end of that. I'm sorry.
I'm just curious, is this the wake-up call? Will we stop hearing stories of these companies that are using this bonus money for other things besides just rejuvenating their companies?
John, I don't know. I sure hope so. But for a long time, there's been kind of a culture. And I know, I went to Wharton. I have a business degree. A lot of my friends work on Wall Street, have worked on Wall Street. We went far astray somewhere in the last few years in how we were doing everything in terms of ethics and in terms of people feeling they have an entitlement to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And the best indication is, as I said, pay for performance. We talked about pay for performance. And here we got executives taking millions of dollars of bonuses after their company has lost billions of dollars and thinking that's perfectly okay. So I think there's kind of two different worlds out there. There's the world of the reality of people that are losing their jobs, losing their health care, and the world of people who have just for years been making a lot of money and just feel like they're kind of entitled to it. John, I have no other way to read some of the things that have been going on over the last 4 to 6 weeks with regard to how people treat taxpayers' money and government money and how these corporate executives think. So I think we had good. If the stock market going down by half is not enough a wake-up call, I don't know where the wake-up call is going to come. But I'll tell you, there are a lot of people. I've not had an issue that so many people contact me on this one. The Congress is going to act on this thing in And I think hopefully there's a wake-up call in here somewhere.
All right, well, we'll definitely be watching it. Senator Ted Kaufman, we always appreciate you taking the time to be with us here on Good Day. Thank you.
Hey, John, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.